Hey everybody, we'll get started in just a moment. Thanks for joining the webinar today with the Cruise Web and Celebrity Cruises. We'll get started in just a few seconds. Okay, we're going to get started. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for joining the Cruise Web, as I said, and Celebrity Cruises. My name is Kimberly Smith. I am your hostess with the mostest today. What we're going to be doing is really going through our European itineraries. We have something to look forward to, our 21 season. So on today's agenda, we're just going to go over the new ships, the Edge and the Apex. I want to share with you why those ships are so unique and so different, and sort of a new focus that we have with our line. We're going to be talking about the retreat. We're going to be talking about the deployment, of course, for summer of 2021. I think we're all ready to say goodbye to 2020, and we've got great things to look forward to 21. We're going to talk about our healthy sail panel because everybody's sort of curious when we're getting back in the water and what is cruising really going to look like. So we'll talk about that. And of course, we'll have time for some questions and of course, some answers. So let's get started. Oh, I love this slide because this is the wonder awaits. And oh my goodness, the wonder does await us all out to sea. It's been way too long since we've been out to sea. And this is a great little picture of the magic carpet, which is on the Edge and the Apex. Guys, you truly are over the sea on this amazing area. I have to say, it has multiple purposes on our ship, and we'll go over a little bit of that. But I think it's really unique and so different. And look at that beautiful sunset. I think I need to be there now. So let's get rocking and rolling and see what's going on. I always like to start with our brand pillars at Celebrity Cruises. We're calling it new luxury. We used to call ourselves modern luxury, but guys, modern luxury can get stale. So we're sort of seeing ourselves in a new light and calling ourselves new luxury. We want to make sure that everybody enjoys and has a fantastic cruise. And these are our brand pillars that we stand behind at the cruise line. So we've got the designs of our ships, of course. Fantastic design layout, the new Edge and Apex. You're going to see some photos as why they are so different than the other ships. And really, it's going to revolutionize the way cruise ships are built in the future. Our accommodations are like nothing else. Again, I'll show you some pictures of that on Edge and Apex. But don't forget, on all of our ships, we do have other accommodations such as our Aqua class and our Concierge class that other cruise lines don't have, which makes us very unique and different. Our destinations, guys, we go to all 7 continents, so certainly there is a cruise for you out there. I always say if there's water, then we probably have a ship there. And then, of course, our culinary. We are known as the culinary brand. Sometimes the food is too pretty to eat. I always laugh. This is definitely stuff that I'm not going to be making at home, and I love that when I go on vacation. I'm not going to take the time to do the culinary creations that our James Beard-inspired chefs are creating for you. So that's so unique and so different. And based on where we're going around the world, too, that culinary will change, which I love. And then, of course, our service. Our service is a 5-star. Actually, I always give them a 6-star because I think it's unbelievable. We have intuitive hospitality, as we say. We know what you want about 5 minutes before you knew you even wanted it. I can't even talk. I get so excited about it. It's amazing. So we're going to start with the brand pillars, and then let's move on. And I want to share the amazing Celebrity Apex and Edge. So Apex, guys, just came out in April. That poor ship has been over in Europe, and she didn't get to go anywhere yet. So this brand spanking new ship is going to be making her way back to the United States. And she's going to really be debuting. We'll be doing some Caribbean itineraries when we announce our redeployment. She'll be spending her winter season here, of course, doing alternate Eastern and Western Caribbean itineraries. And then we'll send her doing her European season in the spring, along with the Edge as well. Now, the Edge is just a year old. And, guys, these are identical ships. Just a few little changes, little tweaks here and there. I'm really listening to guest response when we came out with this revolutionary ship. Both of these ships are fantastic. As you can see, that orange thingy, as we always say, what's that orange thingy? That was the magic carpet where we were looking at that beautiful sunset earlier. The magic carpet is the length of a tennis court, and it holds 100 guests. Sometimes she will be lowered down to deck 2, and she does our embarkation, disembarkation when we need to tender in port. Other times she'll be the outdoor dining seating area for Raw on 5. That would be located on deck 5. And then sometimes she's way up there on one of our upper decks where she is an outdoor beautiful bar lounge area, if you will. Nothing better than going at sunset, taking a little trip to the magic carpet, kicking back, enjoying a cocktail, maybe a little snack. Absolutely beautiful, breathtaking views, and you literally are over the sea, so it's fantastic. All right, some sneak peek and some pictures from our outdoor spaces to, of course, our interior spaces. Both Edge and Apex have gone above and beyond, making these ships really unique. Even just the pool. On the upper right-hand side, you'll see the pool. Guys, on most ships, you're going to see the smaller, sort of choppy pools throughout the vessel. Not on Edge and Apex. These are absolutely lap pools. One big, long pool. We love it. Even the loungers, we've put those in the water because we all know we like to sit and lounge in the water, get cooled off a little bit based on your destination. Great outdoor spaces, of course. Interior, you've got your martini bar. It's really the heart of the ship, if you will. And really, I'm going to keep moving forward so we can have time for everything, but you can really get a look and feel. Innovative outward-facing spaces throughout the ship, really exhilarating views. And that's one of the really purposeful designs of the ship, to make every view, every location just breathtaking, so you can be one with the sea. Revolutionary staterooms, they really do connect you with the sea, the ceiling to floor windows. This is one of our beautiful suites. And then we want to talk about the good old retreat. So I've talked about suites. I mentioned the word suites. But guys, think of an area where we're calling all of our suites are within this area called the retreat. So the retreat is our new luxury where you have outdoor private areas, indoor private areas. You have an exclusive restaurant. And then, of course, you're also going to have your amazing suites. Your suites all come with butlers, tons of amenities, but really we are trying to rebrand this as the retreat because it's all inclusive. Everything's included, in all of our suites, and it's a different take on it. And we've really done a great job as far as presenting beautiful areas for everyone. Now we've done this. We've added our sun deck on Edge and Apex, of course, and then on the Silhouettes, the Equinox, the Millennium, and the Summit. So those ships have been revolutionized. And as we start moving forward, you'll see that the other ships will soon have the outdoor as well as the indoor areas, because everybody right now does have Luminae, but the other ships will also have these beautiful, beautiful sun decks that are being added on as well. So fun, great areas. And one of the reasons why we talk about suites, of course, is because at the end of the day, when you go on your vacation, it's all about the value. You want to make sure that you have a good value. You're going on vacation. You are calling your CruiseWeb trusted travel advisor, and they're going to give you a recommendation. The recommendation, obviously, by going into the retreat or the suite area on our ship is one of the biggest values is you have all 4 perks. All your premium beverage package, not just a regular beverage package, but a premium beverage package, your unlimited internet, your prepaid gratuities, and an onboard credit, of course. So that is what we call a sort of our all-in package, if you will. And we love this because you don't have to worry. You don't have to think about anything. Everything is included on a ship by the time you get on board. All you have to do is think about all the fabulous destinations that you're going to and what you really want to do on your vacation. Because at the end of the day, guys, this is your vacation. It's your time to see the world and make those memories. So let's just go through and I'll show you some of the beautiful suites that are within the retreat. The iconic suite, guys, I have to just mention this to you because it's 2,581 square feet. I don't know about you, but that's bigger than my house. So, you know, this place is absolutely amazing. It has the equally spectacular outdoor space as well as indoor space, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, sleep up to 6 guests. And of course, it comes with a covered hot tub because why wouldn't it? You never know. One of my favorites is actually the Edge Villa. This is a 2-story. I live in a loft. I'm in upstate New York, and I live in a beautiful loft, and this always reminds me of my loft. But unfortunately, my loft doesn't have this unbelievable ceiling-to-floor window view of the of the ocean. So I have a parking lot view, so oh well. I guess I'll have to go on the ship to get this beautiful, this spectacular view. But guys, 950 total square feet, 1 bedroom, 2 bathrooms. It does sleep up to 4 guests. You can have a couple guests sleep downstairs in the living area, as well as the beautiful king-size bed looking at that ocean. It's unbelievable, and it does have its own plunge pool, whereas the Iconic Suite had its own, you know, jacuzzi. You get your own plunge pool. So I guess which one do you prefer? And then, of course, our Penthouse Suite. I love the Penthouse Suite. I spent a lot of time in the Penthouse Suite during the inaugural of the Edge, so I know it very well. I can tell you it says 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and sleep 6. Well, I can see you can put all 6 of those people in that shower. That bathroom is absolutely huge off of the master. One of the most spectacular closets I've ever seen. I think I definitely need to talk to the designer, Kelly Hoppin, and have her come put that in my house. And then, of course, this one comes with a whirlpool tub, so not so bad, huh? And then we go down a little bit in size because there's a size suite for just about everybody. Not everybody needs a 2,500 square foot suite. So let's talk about a royal suite. 759 total square feet, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, sleeps up to 4 guests. Guys, you have that nice little separate living room space as well as you have from your bedroom area. And then this, they don't show the balcony. This is our celebrity suite at 501 square feet, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, sleeps up to 4 guests. But if we were to pan over to the right, if we were able to do that, you would see a beautiful balcony. But again, it's separate living space as well as a separate sleeping space. So if you did bring kids with you or you brought some friends and you wanted to share this, 4 guests could certainly share this and be very, very comfortable, very spacious. Now, our entry level into all of our suites and all of the fabulous retreat benefits is our Sky Suite, 476 total square feet, guys, with all the amenities that come in. As we mentioned, the beverage package, the Wi-Fi, the gratuities, and the onboard credit. This is a great value. But sort of get your you dip your toes into the water and figure out what the suites are actually encompassing. This is a great way to start out and see what you want to do. If you are curious about suites, just a beautiful sized room. The bathroom in the Sky Suites is, again, one of my favorites. And then let's talk about, not everybody's going to be able to go into a suite. Let's face it. So I do want to share with you some of the differences of Edge and Apex. And this is just a regular stateroom. This is what we call our infinite veranda. This is really what changed the design and the look of the ship because, guys, ceiling to floor window with a touch of a button, that window will come down and it'll actually make your balcony. So very spacious, 243 total square feet. You can divide your balcony from your room if you so desire. There are some partition doors there. Gorgeous bathroom. And I think on this next slide, you're going to see a little bit better picture of when the gal has her arms resting on that veranda, she just lowered that window and certainly it made her veranda. So you've got tons and tons of options. There are single staterooms on board the Edge and Apex, which is very unique and different for us. So we're happy to report that. But then definitely you want to talk to your cruise web travel consultant, and they're going to give you the different prices as well as the different values of what's included in each room. So spend some time and give them a chat. So let's talk about Summer 21 Europe. Ooh, gotta love that. I think I need to be there. I always laugh. You know, they say if you've ever been to the Mediterranean, it has that Windex blue water. And guys, when you go there, you will laugh because it is that color. It is absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous. Greece is one of my favorite places. We have in our European season 102 different destinations. So we got a lot to talk about because there's a lot of different destinations that you guys can visit on your European itineraries. 31 different countries. We're returning ports, of course, in Norway, Scotland, and Brazil. We've got 4 new ports of call. We've done it in Italy and 3 in Greece, which are spectacular. You definitely really want to get with your agent. They'll go over all of these different fun places for you to visit. 318 calls with 10 hours or more in port. Guys, that's very important. The idea of when you cruise is you're going to unpack once and visit all these fabulous destinations. The longer you are in port, the better off it is. You're spending more time learning, exploring, and making those memories. 156 different calls that we have are going to be 12 hours more in port, and then 43 overnight stays in 11 different cities. So that is huge for us. So you really get to immerse yourself into the culture, which is the whole reason you want to travel. All right, let's talk about it. We got 6 ships. Oh, that's sort of hard to say. 6 ships. Okay, Sally sells those seashells down by the seashore. Oh, I did it. Okay. So summer 2021 Europe. We've got, guys, a lot of different opportunities here for you. Everything from a 7-night to a 14-night vacation. We've got your Western Med. You've got your Greek Isles, including your Turkey and Malta, of course. Eastern Med. We've got your Northern European itineraries. How about a little, we call them our Scandinavia and Russia itineraries. You can sail through the Norwegian fjords, the Baltics, Ireland, Iceland. Well, we do have Iceland, Ireland, Scotland. We've got a little bit of everything. We've got the revolutionized Infinity, one of our Millennium class ships, but it's been fully revolutionized. She's actually going to be doing some unique itineraries where she'll be deporting out of either Rome, Venice, Lisbon, or Barcelona. So you got to check those out. Pretty neat. And then, of course, the Constellation. She's got a lot of different itineraries, too. The whole point of this, guys, is there's a lot of information. I can't go through every single port of call with you, but I can give you some different highlights and sort of Kim's picks. That's not our beautiful celebrity summit. I just thought that was a really cool picture. That was one of my pictures, not a professional photo by any means, but it was just a really cool day. So I thought, hey, why not take that picture? And I believe, looking at this picture, that was probably taken in St. Martin, if I recognize that picture. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so Kim's picks. I'm always going to refer you guys to the CruiseWeb. The CruiseWeb has a fantastic website where they're always featuring some different unique itineraries. They really do, it says expert guidance for your cruise vacation. These guys know what they're doing. They've been in business for 25 years. I absolutely adore them. They are one of my favorite accounts. Oh, I should say they are my favorite account, of course. And guys, this is one that my buddy Seth and I were talking about the other day, and I thought this was really cool. 14-night Greenland, Iceland, and Scotland cruise. Now, they feature this on their website, and the reason why is because it's a fantastic deal. We've got some exclusive offers currently going on with it. There's exclusive savings. We've got some extra onboard credits. We've got prepaid gratuities and complimentary drinks offer going on, of course. They give you just a rough idea of where those cruises actually start. They're about $1,000 less than the competitors because they have taken out group space well in advance on a lot of these itineraries. So you want to make sure that you talk to your CruiseWeb counselor to go through and really find you the best value and the best deal out there. But look at this itinerary. This is unique because I know I've got a lot of you probably on the call that are my Northeast type people. Or on the Eastern Corridor. Very easy to get to Cape Liberty in Bayonne, New Jersey. It's sometimes, and many of you, it's a drive. So, and for myself, I'm about a 2.5-hour ride, and I'm right there at the pier. I park my car, I get on board the ship, and I have a fantastic opportunity to visit amazing places. I like this itinerary because it's got a ton of sea days, but it also has great stops like Halifax and Nova Scotia. You're going to visit Greenland. You're going to visit Iceland. Look, you've got an overnight in there in Reykjavik in Iceland. Pretty cool. And then, of course, you're going to be going into Scotland as well. And then you're going to end this voyage in Southampton, England. How cool is that? So you've got a little bit of everything. And then this itinerary does do the reverse because this was an August 1st itinerary. But when it finishes that itinerary, it'll come back and do the reverse, starting in Southampton and ending in Cape Liberty. So definitely check this one out because this one was such a good deal. I wanted to make sure it hit Tim's picks for you. Let's talk a little bit about the Mediterranean and Northern Europe. 2 itineraries that I had a fantastic time. When I first started with the company, this was really funny. I was maybe here for a couple of weeks, and my boss had said to me, "Hey, we're going to send you on one of our ships, and you're going to go see the Scandinavia and Russia itinerary." I'm like, "Oh, great. All right." Had no idea, not thrilled about it, thinking, "Oh, I don't really know much about the Scandinavian countries, and do I really want to go to St. Petersburg, Russia? I don't know." When I was a kid growing up, like everything I thought about Russia was very dark and gloomy. Oh my God, exactly the opposite. So really on this itinerary, the Scandinavian countries are just absolutely beautiful, and they're so unique. You get the old world charm in all of these ports of call, and I don't know, there's something about the Scandinavian people are just pretty. I don't know, they're tall, they got blonde hair, they ride their bikes everywhere, they're healthy, and man, they're just really good looking. So I don't know, but that was probably, they were unbelievable. But really the highlight on this trip, guys, is St. Petersburg, Russia. It's a once in a lifetime kind of trip, something that you're not going to do every day. Highly recommended if you've been around the world and looking for something unique and something different. Really, it is a true treat. The architecture in St. Petersburg, the food, the museums, went to Hermitage. So you've got to take your shore excursions, of course. You have to have excursions getting off the ship. And then you also have, we went to the ballet. We went to the Russian ballet at night. How cool is that? I haven't done a lot of, I'll be honest with you, not a lot of excursions that I've done have taken place at night because we're overnighting in St. Petersburg. So I had the opportunity to sign up for this, and I thought, oh, gee, that'd be really cool to say that I went to the Russian ballet. Beautiful small theater, probably one of the most beautiful theaters I've ever seen. The gold, the chandeliers, unbelievable. It was breathtaking, and it was just a fun, really unique itinerary that I didn't realize how beautiful, how friendly the people are, that there's a lot of canals and waterways throughout St. Petersburg. I had no idea. I guess I should have done my homework before I went. But really, that brought me, I can only say kudos, and this is just an amazing itinerary. Definitely want to make sure that you look at it. As I said earlier, the Scandinavian countries are just breathtaking. And one thing that I do, and sort of Kim's tip, is whenever I go to different destinations, I try to pick up something. I am a shopper. I do have a shopping problem, but I do try to pick up a little something, whether it's coasters or a postcard or something little. I can tell you I have in Stockholm, I have the most amazing placemats that I bought. And they're old world Stockholm photographs that were placed on placemats. They're very cool. And I always, every time I take those out for dinner at night, it's like, oh my gosh, that's really cool. Remember when I went to Stockholm? So it's those little things, it's the memories, and you start thinking about the people that you went on that trip with, and oh gosh, I should pick up the phone and give them a call because I haven't talked to them in a while. But it just really, that's the whole beauty of travel. I love it. You make those memories, and really, you come home and tell the story of what a fabulous trip that you had and all the great places and the new places and new friends that you've made along the way. So fantastic. Another fun itinerary that I did this with a group of travel agents. I brought a bunch of travel agents, and we do this a lot in my business. We bring travel agents to different parts of the world. We call it a FAM, or a familiarization trip. That's why your travel agents are all up to date on different destinations around the world, because they've been there, they've experienced it. When you've experienced a destination, you can talk about it so much better, you can sell it so much better. And really, like little things. When I went into, to start this itinerary, I flew into Rome. And, one thing they always say is, when you get into Rome, take the time to see the city, to spend a couple extra nights. Don't just rush. Like my travel agent told me, don't just, think you're going to get in there and transfer on over to the ship. City of Vecchia is about almost a 3-hour drive from the Rome airport. So it's not like you can just say, oh, I'm going to take a cab. Your travel counselor is going to tell you about that. They're going to give you the steps and give you the advice to go in early. If you want to go see, make an appointment to go to the Vatican, you certainly can do that. We've got private tours. They've got connections to get you, if you want that VIP experience. Of course, through the cruise line, you can book a pre or a post option on all of these fantastic itineraries that we talk about. But it's really your travel agent that's going to give you that firsthand knowledge of what you should and shouldn't do, and really how to prepare yourself, and tips and tricks of traveling in Europe, because it is different. I was talking about that last itineraries of Scandinavia and Russia. In those Scandinavian countries, as well as on this itinerary as well, guys, when you're in Europe, it's much different. When you're walking throughout the streets, a lot of times it's cobblestones. You need to be a little bit more cautious. They don't have the handicap facilities necessarily we do in the United States. So, if you are handicapped, you have to have a real serious conversation with your agent to make sure you pick an itinerary with destinations that are going to be really the most easily accessible to you, right? So we want to make sure that you have a fantastic time and can get around these fabulous cities on the right tours. So, City of Vecchia, love it. You sail out of there. Guys, in the Mediterranean, everything from Naples, I swear to God, I can still taste the pizza that I had in Naples. In Italy, it's just something that has stayed with me. It's not like U.S. pizza by any means. It's just unbelievable. Santorini, I always laugh, a great little port in the Greek Isles, and I took a food and wine tour. You're going to find that a lot of my themes, I do a lot of food and wine tours, mostly wine because I like my cocktails. But it's really funny because in Santorini sits on a cliff. It's breathtakingly gorgeous. Went all the way up to a monastery, saw the monks, did a wine tasting, a food tasting, really immersed myself into the culture of the Greek Isles and the Greek people, who are so friendly, so amazing. They go out of their way to show you their hospitality, and they want to show off their fantastic country. I ended in this great little town, and I have to laugh because, you know, there was a couple options. You could stand in this long line and take what looks like a gondola, if you will, back down the cliff and to the ship. But we looked at the line, a couple of agents and I, and we said, oh gosh, we don't have time to do that, stand in that line. We're going to miss the ship. So we better get moving. So there is a way to get down, and you can take a donkey, a nice little donkey ride down. But I was stubborn and looked at those donkeys and said, nope, not going to get on one of those. I'm going to walk it. Well, let me tell you something. I should have gotten on the donkey because it took us about an hour to walk down the cliffside of Santorini, and I'm laughing because with all those donkeys, you get a lot of donkey dew along the way, and pretty much my job was to try to avoid the donkey dew and try not to slip on the donkey dew. But I have a great memory of that, and let me tell you, when I got back on the ship, first thing I did is I took my shoes off and I gave my shoes a little shower. A little shampoo shower, if you will, to get the donkey dew off my shoes. But, you know, it's a lot of fun. But, you know, every one of these ports has fun little special memories. Athens, you know, when you go into, everybody wants to go to the Acropolis because that's what you've seen all through the years in brochures. And, you know, if you open up our brochures, we're going to show you beautiful pictures of the Acropolis. Well, you know, guys, it's funny when you pull into port into Athens, you don't see the ruins right away. And you're, I guess in my mind, that's what I thought I was going to see. But when you get there and you just look at the history, the ancient history of these unbelievable creations, it's amazing. I will tell you, make sure you wear the right shoes. Like, I didn't wear the right shoes for the donkey dew, but, you know, I saw some people in some high-heeled sandals trying to climb the Acropolis. Nope, that's not going to work, people. You put your sensible walking shoes, sneakers, you know, definitely make sure that you've got, you pack properly, and your agent will help you with that, of course. But Athens, when we were, after the Acropolis, we walked down to this little town called Plaka. Great little shopping, little areas, unbelievable outdoor cafes. Ended up having like a Greek salad, I think some baklava, just sampled a lot of different appetizers and different foods of Greece, and it was just unbelievable. So again, food and drinks, that's pretty much what I do when I go to all these different places. Mykonos, one of my favorite little towns. I tell you, Mykonos is like a little maze. When you're walking through that city, it is absolutely gorgeous. And they tell you that the reason they built the streets in such a maze is when they had the pirates way long ago come in, the pirates would be chasing, and obviously the commoners knew how to get around the streets, but the pirates didn't. So they were able to attack and fend off the pirates. It's pretty neat. The windmills, it's breathtakingly gorgeous. I got to sit out, have the, you know, I always try like whatever the local brew is. It's fabulous. So let's see. I'm getting a little notice saying my meeting's going to end in a second. Oh, gee, I hope not, because I got a lot more to talk about. All right, I'm going to carry on and like keep this going here. So just overall, you know, we're saying sail beyond borders at Celebrity Cruises. I shared with you just some snippets of some of the things that I loved. One of the main points I want to make sure to bring home is you've got to make sure that you make your reservations far enough advance, and we want to make sure that you have your excursions set, because every one of these destinations that I visited, you have to make sure that you see all of the city, right? You want to, like, my interests obviously were food and wine. So I'm going to pick excursions that are going to take me to all those fun little restaurants, those wine tasting experiences, etc. But you can do the cultural and go in and see the beautiful churches, the history. There's such history in all of these amazing destinations that, you know, you've got to look at the excursions to find what appeals to you, and you want to book those in advance. You know, especially into 21 and 22, we had a lot of obviously, we canceled the year, if you will, and a lot of those people have future cruise credits, and they're going to be booking into next year for their trips. So what we want to make sure is get your reservations made. If you happen to have a future cruise credit to use, get those reservations made, because everybody wants to travel. The minute that the CDC gives us the green light, everybody wants to travel, and it will be a mad rush. So if you don't have your reservations booked, you want to make sure that you get them booked. Okay, that's my little soapbox on that topic. Guys, remember what I was saying? We've got tons of different options. I'm just going to fly through these. And the whole point is not to sit here and read through every single different destination, but to give you an idea, there's Spain, France, Italy. One of my favorite, another one of my Kim's picks is it was a wine tasting trip. It was a theme trip throughout Spain. Well, this was actually Spain, Portugal, and France. And guys, I mean, I tasted some of the most delicious wines throughout the country, the countryside. It was unbelievable. But there's going to be something that is going to probably appeal to everybody. Spain, Greece, Malta. How about a little French and Italian Riviera? We've got our Apex, of course. We've got our Edge. Obviously, look at the different itineraries. She's going to be going into the Italy, Greece, Turkey. Oh, I haven't even talked to you about my leather coats that I bought in Turkey, and the scarves. Oh, good God, I got lots of goodies. And then, of course, we've got our Reflection. She's going to be doing, obviously, some Europe and the transatlantic. Of course, you see that Irish Sea in the United Kingdom. How about a little Iceland and Ireland? The Norwegian fjords, absolutely spectacular. You want to talk about gorgeous countryside. And then, of course, you've got the Silhouette. She's going to be doing a little bit of Portugal. She'll be doing Spain. She'll be doing, again, some Iceland, some Ireland, Scandinavia, Russia. She's got a variety of itineraries. How about the Iberian Peninsula? A little bit of everything, something for everybody. The Infinity, the new revolutionized ship, of course. She's going to be doing her Greek Isles, her Adriatic, Greece, Italy. She's got a little bit of everything going on. The best of Spain and Portugal. Any of these ships, I would recommend to you to be doing the European itineraries throughout 2021. And then, of course, the Constellation. So she's got some fabulous itineraries as well. So lots and lots, but I know everybody wants to get to the topic. The topic at hand is what is going on and when are we coming back out into the water? So guys, hang with us because we have submitted our plan to the CDC. The CDC is the one that is going to be telling us whether or not when we can get back into the water. We need CDC approval. So we started at Celebrity Cruises. We hired a global head of public health, and he's our chief medical officer, Dr. Calvin Johnson. And he has really set up this healthy sail panel, if you will, and it is a panel of experts throughout the medical and scientific field in really getting us back out into the water. What do we need to do? What are these protocols going to look like? And then we're going to turn those recommendations in, as I said, to the CDC. And the CDC will turn around and hopefully approve those for us and get us back out into the water. So it's highly important that these people are doing a fantastic job to really every aspect of what do we need to do before, during, and after a cruise to make it a healthy voyage for everybody. So what are we doing? A lot of data. The Healthy Sail panel is reviewing every little ounce of data, and really it changes on a daily basis based on different ports of call opening throughout the world. We really are focusing on prevention. Obviously, we want to prevent any kind of spread of any kind of disease on any of our ships. All of our sanitation protocols, you'll have a full list of that prior to going aboard. New technologies you're going to see. We've actually introduced a new program, which I'm going to share with you in just a second, talking about going to your muster station, and that's going to be a sort of a hands-free or group-free event, which is fantastic. Touchless cruising, of course, we're going digital. You've got the guest experience in each of the destinations has to be approved by this our Healthy Sail panel, because we want you to be able to have different excursions in each of the destinations that are healthy and are by our recommendations. So what does that mean? That means whereas we might have had, 54 people on a bus, you're probably going to have half that size of the people on that bus. So we be able to control the amount of people. We know who exactly is on all of these excursions. We can do contact tracing, et cetera. Healthcare and infectious disease accreditation certification. Guys, with our new director, of course, it is really important for us to make sure that when these protocols come out, everybody is aware that we have a plan. We know exactly what we're doing, how we're going to do it, and how we're going to deal with some of these situations. Nobody could have ever dreamed up what happened in 2020. Nobody had an idea. But the good thing about the cruise lines, I have to say, and if you're a cruiser, you know this, especially on Celebrity, we clean those ships. Those ships are sparkly clean. They're constantly wiping down the elevators. They're constantly cleaning the railings, always, cleaning your rooms. But, in the future, you're probably going to have somebody cleaning your room multiple times during the day. So, that'll all come out with our protocols, but just some insider scoop for you. I've gotten a little bit of information. And then the big question, will we still have buffets? Everybody's curious. Yes, we'll still have buffets, but you know what? The buffet is going to be different. They'll be serving you instead of serving yourself. Of course, we got to think about our crew. Our crew, as well as our guests, are the most important to us. And our goal is really to make our ships the safest place on the planet. So that is our mission. So one of the cool new things that we started was this Cruises Muster 2.0. This is a new way, instead of gathering at your muster station, because I don't know about you, this is probably the least favorite part of cruising for me. You're all excited, you're on the ship, you're having lunch, you're getting ready to go, and oh, now I got to go to my muster station and do my lifeboat drill before I can cruise. You still will need to do your lifeboat drill, or as we call it, Muster 2.0. But guys, you'll be able to do this on your cell phone. You watch a short video, you check in that you have registered, you've been to your muster station, your GPS on your phone knows where you've been, that you've checked in, and bang, you're done. Now, if you don't have that cell phone capability, because I know like my dad who has a dumb phone, it doesn't have a smartphone, of course you can do that on your stateroom and your TV as well. So there's lots of different options, but just something new and fun and a little bit different. So wrapping up here, cruise with confidence. I think a lot of people are still really curious, geez, what's going to happen? One of the best things that we've put into place is this cruise with confidence. Guys, when the cruise with confidence comes, when we do go back out into the water, which is expected in November, the cruise with confidence is not going away, because we're always going to be having the best price guarantee. So over on the right-hand side, it's really our best offer guaranteed, if you will. So it's comparing the best offer with the best price. After your final payments, rest assured with all of your cruises that you book on Celebrity, your agent's going to be able to go in there with a touch of a button and make sure that you have the best offer. It's guaranteed. So you don't have to worry about it. Prior to coming out with the new protocols and announcement of what the actual date we're going back out into the water is, you still have the ability to, if you have a cruise booked and you're not quite unsure, you have guys up to 48 hours before you sail to change your mind. If you want that future cruise credit, or if you maybe want to lift and shift a reservation that maybe you've got something that's booked for the holidays this year and you're just not quite sure you want to go this year, that's okay. We understand. You can lift and shift that reservation into next year. So talk to your travel professional at the Cruise Web, and they're going to give you really more in-depth information on our future cruise credits, our lift and shift, and our best offer guarantee to really give you the confidence that, hey, I feel good about booking my cruise with Celebrity because I've got a backup here. All right, so I've went well over my slotted time, so I do have to be mindful of that, but I do see there were a couple questions that came into the box, and I've got Mary. Mary says, how can I get the best deal? Oh, Mary, well, you got to call the Cruise Web, honey, because the Cruise Web is really going to give you, and we were talking about deals. They're not only going to give you the best deal, they're going to give you the best value. Because remember we were talking about the retreats, and the retreat area really, when you have all of your perks included and you make it an all-inclusive vacation, that's going to be your best value. right? You can do best price, but at the end of the day, if you're going to be adding drinks and you're going to use the Wi-Fi and you're going to want some, your gratuities included and your onboard credit, the ability to spend money on board the ship, it's a better value to go with that all-inclusive type package. So, you know, Mary, definitely go through the differences with your travel agent, because it's not always about the best price. However, the CruiseWeb does, as I said, have those great deals because they did take out that group space well in advance. So they will have that better price for you, but also remember you can take that best price and package it with an all-inclusive type vacation by adding your 4 perks. So your agent will explain a little bit more in depth on that. Oh, Charlie wants to know if air is included. Hey, Charlie. Air is not included in the pricing, but we have a fantastic program, which we've formerly called our Flights by Celebrity. And Flights by Celebrity will give you that ability to add your air component on. They'll give you some pricing. I've done it myself. I've used the air program flying over to Europe. Guys, I actually have saved money by using Flights by Celebrity as opposed to trying to do it on my own. They do have a 24/7 they have a best price guarantee on the air promo. So if you found something within 24 hours of booking our air, they will go ahead and match that pricing for you. So, you know, rest assured, one-stop shop. We like to make things easy for you. Oh, Betty, I got a question here from Betty. Betty says, are there options to go in free cruise? Yes, Betty. We chatted about that a little bit. I'd highly recommend in any of your European cities, whether you're flying into Barcelona, whether you're flying into Rome, whether you're flying in to Southampton, England, whether you're, you know, flying into Amsterdam, you always want to make sure you go in early. Number one, you will get yourself rested and on their time zone because obviously we were dealing with a lot of different time zones. You won't be as exhausted. And you do have the opportunity you know, to take advantage of some of our packages. We've got some great hotel packages, some tour options in advance, as well as your agents can recommend some, you know, private excursions and different things to do. So definitely talk to your travel professional over there at the CruiseWeb and they'll help you out. Okay. Oh, and I love this one. Maureen, I wonder, hey, I got a sister named Maureen. Maureen wants to know, am I going to get stuck out to sea? Oh, Maureen, honey, no, no, no. You're not going to get stuck out to sea with the new protocols, and that's one of the important things that I want to stress to all of you. We will never see a repeat of on the media where that poor, you know, cruise line, that cruise ship was stuck and they couldn't get the passengers home. No, 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 that'll never happen again. We're much more well prepared. We've got the protocols in place. We have the agreements with the different countries. And it's just give us a little bit longer. Probably by the end of the month, you're going to see that the protocols will come out, and you'll rest assured, I think you'll feel really good when you see all the protocols. Guys, I haven't seen all the protocols yet that have been turned into the CDC, but I can guarantee you we will never have a repeat of that. So maybe you do want to get stuck out to sea, though. I don't know, Maureen. I think it wouldn't have been a bad thing. We did have a board of director. I think this is sort of funny. We had one of our board of directors that was stuck out to sea. He ended up, was on a 14-day cruise that turned into like a 29-day cruise. He said he had the time of his life because apparently we opened up the bar, so nobody had any complaints by any means. So you got to love it. But guys, I really can't take much more of your time today, but I do want to thank everybody who came on and participated in our fabulous webinar today. I hope you thought it was fabulous. I had a great time recording this or doing this with you. Just want to point out the CruiseWeb, of course, 25 years in business, guys, the true professionals. This is my top account. I love these guys. Every single one of the agents I call my family. I know them, they know their products, and I have the trust and the confidence in every single one of them. So give them a call. Certainly check out the website. They've got those exclusive offers. And, you know, certainly I wish you all the best. Stay healthy, wash those hands, make sure you wear your face mask. And we can't wait because soon we will all be out to sea traveling together, and enjoying beautiful destinations, hopefully of Europe of 2021 and more. So have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. This is Tim Smith with Celebrity Cruises signing off, and have a great day.